What's up, guys? This is Corey, also known as QC Rideshare, just hitting you with the latest video. The topic that I was going to talk on today is geared toward drivers, and it's going to be why you should accurately rate your customer. This is something that I've started reassessing for myself. I traditionally would just rate everyone just pretty much a 5, unless you had to be kind of extreme, had to be something really out of the way that I would rate you anything less. But I started really reviewing this in my mind as to kind of the detriment of just always rating somebody a 5, even though they may not be a 5 caliber ride. And so it's something I've been kicking around, and I made a decision that I was going to start accurately rating customers because, I'm going to give you a couple reasons. First, let's just say that it's not a good ride, but you know what, you just go ahead and rate them a 5, just keep it moving so that you can get on to the next ride. But let's say that customer flat rates you a 1 and says in their comments something really negative about the ride or something really negative about the experience, and Uber or Lyft begin an investigation as to what happened. Part of the things that they're going to look at one of the things that they're going to look at is what you rated the customer. If you rated the customer a 5 and essentially said it was an awesome ride, and the customer rated you as a 1 and said that it was the worst ride they've ever experienced, that you were this, you were that, then it's really hard for you to then make the case, oh no, it really wasn't a good ride, it was a really bad ride. So you want to start rating accurately for that alone. The other thing is, it starts to, and I've seen this with talking to customers when they want to know what their rating is, it starts to change behaviors. I had one customer who, she asked me what her rating was. I let her know, and it was a little bit lower than what she thought it should have been. But then she realized that numerous times she's driven and had her friends in the car who were who were acting really erratic and bad. And so just in my ride alone, she started curbing their behaviors by letting them know they couldn't do certain things, that they shouldn't use the type of language that they were using, because she realized that her rating was negatively being affected by her friends in the car, and also not just scheduling rides for other people. So it may change behaviors. Just like if your rating starts to sink down, you start evaluating what exactly caused your rating to go down, what things you could probably do better. I think the same happens with the customer. And finally, accurately rating your customer is essentially going to give Uber and Lyft a better understanding as to what they can expect, how they are assessing their community guidelines. As you know, Uber has just updated their community guidelines, and so some of the things that they're looking at is the behaviors of their passengers. If you rate everybody as a 5-star, they just assume all their passengers are great because that's the feedback that you're giving. But if you start identifying behaviors that need to be curbed, then they can start looking at adding those things into their community guidelines so that they can then make those points that customers need to pay attention to. I know it's not going to be a perfect system, and it never will be, but the best you can ask is that it's a better system. And so I strongly encourage drivers to start accurately rating your customer, so that the experience the experience and the rating coincide. Because if not, obviously, then it's just you're not telling the true story of what happened in that ride. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you normally rate your customers. Do you just give all 5s? Do you accurately rate? Have you seen any differences in behaviors by giving feedback on the rides? Let me know. Always, you can comment. Hit me up on Twitter at QC Rideshare. Please follow, and you also can hit the alert key so that you know when I drop a new video. But let me know how you feel about this. I'll see you on the next one.